Hello, fellow bald enthusiasts. Today we're talking about the baldest of them all, Edvard Munch's The Scream. Or, as I like to call him, Edvard Munch's The Yell. The Scream stands out mostly due to its raw intensity. I mean, look at that orange, look at those diagonal lines. This painting has it all. For over 100 years, movie critics have been trying to answer this one burning question. Why is this man screaming? I believe this painting is hiding the answers, possibly in plain sight. So, let's look at some theories and try to get to the bottom of this mystery. Let's look at the composition of this painting. This man right here, the one who's yelling, is obviously the focal point of this painting, but from him we can see this diagonal line pointing us to this pair of individuals right here. It's hard to say exactly who these people are just based on the silhouette, but it does seem like this person might be wearing a dress, and this guy might be wearing a jacket. Therefore, this might be a couple out on a walk. But why would this cause our subject to scream? Well, consider this possibility. Let's say a few years ago, this man was having a conversation with his friend Shelby. Shelby said, "Oh, don't worry, Mr. Scream, I'm not gonna get into a relationship anytime soon, especially not with Jeremiah. He makes me feel sick to my stomach." But now, 2 years later, he's on a walk and he sees them together, Shelby and Jeremiah. He walks right past them. It takes a moment for him to realize what he saw, but when he realizes it, has she changed her mind? Has Jeremiah gotten better? Or has Shelby simply lowered her standards? This is shocking and confusing, and a fantastic reason to scream. But maybe there's something else going on here. Maybe the question we should be asking isn't why is he screaming, but rather, why is he bald? Alopecia is a condition where your immune system begins to attack your hair follicles, causing all of your hair to fall out. This man may have just now realized that he has it. Now, I'm no medical doctor and I can't diagnose him for sure, but this guy doesn't even have eyebrows. This is a pretty clear sign to me that he just does not have any hair going on. Now, it's not a super dangerous condition on its own, but it still can be pretty scary. He's a beautiful, bald man, but he's not ready to accept his fate. Or maybe something else is going on. Let's turn our attention upward. Now, my first thought was that these clouds might be the aftermath of some explosions off in the distance, the beginning of a fiery war with Greenland. I mean, it makes sense that this guy is turning around and screaming. That is a very reasonable reaction for someone who can literally see World War III on the horizon. At least, that was my prevailing theory until I realized that this looks a little bit more like a sunset. Now, why is he so afraid of a sunset? I think it has to do with the passage of time. The sunset reminds him that this day is drawing to a close, and that reminds him that he forgot to change his laundry. You can't turn back the clock. This guy left his laundry in the laundry machine, and now he doesn't have dry sheets for the night. What's he gonna do? What can you do in that situation besides scream? But maybe the problem is something else entirely. Maybe instead of time moving too fast, time is moving too slowly. Perhaps not even at all. Let me paint you a picture. You are an oil painting. You are trapped in one moment forever, and not only that, but you are being constantly observed, constantly critiqued as a work of art. Why are people trying to understand you? You don't know. But that doesn't really matter. You can't change, you can't move, you can't justify yourself, you can't even itch your nose. This claustrophobia, this fear of being observed, this baldness, it all festers inside of you and bubbles up as one big, desperate, silent scream. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what this painting truly is. A sentient being realizing that they are, in fact, being observed. But if you're the opposite and you actually do enjoy being observed, then consider leaving a comment so I can, for a very brief moment, observe you.